Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are going to be talking about dynamic markings. So dynamic markings are the markings that tell us how loud or how soft to play. They are the volume markings that appear in our music. So there's two dynamic marking root words we're going to talk about first, and these are for consistent dynamics. So once you see one of these symbols in your music, that's the level you will play it until you see your next dynamic marking. So the first root word we need to know is piano, which means quiet, and that will be notated in your music with a P. The second root word is the word forte, which will be notated in music with an F, and that means loud. I also like to think of the Spanish version of forte, which means strong, and that helps us remember the sound we want to bring to our playing. Next, we're going to talk about a couple of modifiers that are going to change the meaning of our root words. So a modifier is a prefix or a suffix that changes the meaning of the word. So the first prefix we're going to talk about is mezzo. It looks like mezzo, but in the language of music, we pronounce that mezzo, just like the two Z's in pizza are pizza, not pizza. And mezzo means medium or half. So mezzo piano means medium quiet or half quiet, and mezzo forte means medium loud or half loud. The suffix issimo means very when added to a word. So pianissimo means very quiet, and fortissimo means very loud. Now let's look at all of these dynamic markings we just talked about from softest to loudest. Pianissimo means very quiet. Piano is quiet. And then as we're approaching our halfway point, we have mezzo piano, which is medium quiet or half quiet. And our other halfway marking is mezzo forte, which is medium loud or half loud. Continuing on that spectrum, we are at forte, loud or strong, and then fortissimo, very loud. We have one other category of dynamic markings to talk about today. And unlike those consistent and steady dynamic markings, these are ones where our volume level is gradually changing. The first one is crescendo. And just like in Spanish, crescendo is growing. This is growing in volume or gradually getting louder. And you will see that notated in your music either with the abbreviation that you see in the shape there, cresh, or with that symbol you see below the definition. And then in the other direction, we have decrescendo and diminuendo, which both mean gradually getting softer. Those are likely to be notated with either the abbreviation decresh or dim, or with the symbol that's the opposite of the crescendo. And you can see that on your screen right below the definition. And we're going to wrap up our lesson with dynamics with a little bit of music trivia today. So the early version of the instrument that we call the piano today was originally called the forte piano, which means the loud soft. And that's because it was a big high-tech invention when it was first made, because it was the first keyboard that could play at different volume levels. All of the other keyboard instruments prior to that could just play at one dynamic level. Over time, the name forte piano was shortened to just piano. And so when you get the name of the instrument piano mixed up with the dynamic marking piano, that is the root of that confusion. So hopefully you enjoyed your little music trivia time today. Hopefully this dynamic lesson will help you become better musicians. Have a great day.